Hi, I'm Scott. Welcome back to Synth Stuff. Today we're going to be looking at the multi-poly native again, and we're going to be looking at some patches from my good friend Marc Barnes. Coming up. I continue to be very impressed with the Korg multi-poly native and the whole operating system and the way that it creates sounds. I was lucky enough to be on the Senior Synths Stream podcast last week, in which Dan Phillips, who is with Korg and is one of the great minds behind the multi-poly and the wave state and this whole series of new Korg digital synths, and he was on there, and I got to talk to him a fair bit. I've met him before, and it was nice to get to talk to him again. I impressed upon him how impressed I am with the multi-poly, and he was very appreciative of that. So that said, Marc Barnes, who is part of Angel Star over in Scotland, got in touch with me because, if you recall, I did a feature on the Hydrasynth a couple of weeks ago, and I featured a whole bunch of his multi-layer patches for the Hydrasynth. I'll put a link to that up here if you haven't seen that video. And he said, hey, I've got a whole set of patches just out that I designed for the multi-poly if you want to have a look at those as well. So we sent those along, and we're going to have a look at those today. So the multi-poly has programs and performances. Programs are kind of the low-level sounds, and his library, which I will put a link to in the description below, has 100 different programs, so 100 different sounds that you can choose from. And then his performances, which have multi-layers, he has 25 of those in there. I don't know if that means he has 25 with each one has 4 layers of 4 programs. In any case, he's got 25 of the performances that we're going to go through and listen to and see what they sound like. I brought the Behringer MS1 over here to act as a MIDI controller, and that's where we will play the multi-poly native from. So let's give it a try and see how it looks. Over here, I've got the first one loaded up called MB Adagio of the West. I don't know if that's a multi-layer. Let's see if we go to edit here. We can see the different layers. Yeah, he has 4 layers in here. And it looks like all 4 of them are active now. I do not have Aftertouch, obviously, on this little Behringer controller / SH101 clone, so we won't be able to see that, but we will be able to see modulate. Actually, we won't see modulation because, all right, you know what? I'm thinking that maybe the MS1 is not the device to be using for this, and I should probably use maybe the Phantom 06, which is sitting over there. Let me just swap out. All right, I realized that the MS1, while it does have the stick that you can bend, the modulation on that is just a switch, just like the SH101. And I was thinking, you know what? Marc Barnes uses the mod wheel a lot for some of his sounds to alter filters and things. And with the MS1 as a controller, I'm not going to be able to do that. So I thought, okay, we'll just drag the Phantom 06 over here and use it as a controller instead. So let's get back to this. All right, that's our first sound. That's called Adagio of the West. Next, brass, bass, and whistles. You know, I almost hear clipping there. I'm looking at my levels and it's not, but... It sounds clipped. No, it's definitely not clipping, but sure, it sounds like once it comes up, yeah, there's something in there. What I did not bring over was my pedal, so I can't do sustains in here, but oh well. Okay, that was brass, bass, and whistles. Next we have chilled house. I'm not sure what that chord is he's using the bottom, but I'm holding a C, and if I play a C on top, it doesn't mesh. But if I play a B, it does. All right, next up is east-west pad. So on the top end, we've got this sound. And the bottom end, we have this. We got lots of movement. And a little bit of rhythm when we bring in the mod wheel. Cool, I like that. What do we got next? Electric keys. Interesting that on some of these, you get no pitch wheel movement at all. All right, next up, Endor forests. A lot of Marc's sounds like this, he does the same way where he has rhythm and bass in the bottom end on the left side of the keypad, the keyboard, and then a lead on the top. All right, that was Endor Forests. Next up, Horror ARP. He's got some of that sequencing lane action going on. I bet if we have a look at that, we can see it. I don't know what I would use that for, but it's cool sounding. JX keys. I like the plucky attack on that. Nice. Next, massive pad. Cool. I like that one too. Next we have Memories of Pi. I think we had this one on the Hydrosynth too. All right, what's next? Metal Odyssey. Organic ambiance. Woo. I got cat fur on this synthesizer. There's no cats ever down here. It's always under a cover. I don't know where the cat fur comes from. All right. Pink in the Sink. I definitely recognize this one from the Hydrosynth. I remember the name. I think I said I like that one on the Hydrosynth, and I still like it on the Multi-Poly. Polyvirus. Oh, the top end has an arpeggiator as well. But you got to hit them at the same time. And the modulation opens up the filter. All right, next up is PPG Romance. It's interesting. It almost sounds like a PPG where you lose the sample rate as you play lower, and it gets kind of more quantization noise in there. Like, I'd say that was a sample if I didn't know better. Is it? No, it's just wavetables. I think it's that underlying sub-oscillator that does it, I think. Ooh, nice when you hold it. As you can tell, I like that one. PPG Romance. Next is Roberts 4. The one thing is you do have to pay attention that you are hitting the bass notes in time with the phrasing, because you hear there are actual drum fills in that rhythm. I don't know how many bars it is. There, you can hear at the end of that 4-bar phrase, there's a fill. So you got to make sure you hit them at the correct times, or you're going to have fills where you don't want fills. Shimmering bells. Nice. Super profit. Nice analog sound there. Synth 12-string. Nice. I like the plucky. Oh, and listen to that. I was only playing the pluck, but there's a whole evolution behind that. That's a really, really nice patch. Good work there, Mark. The New Bells. Or Bell? Bella? New Bella. Nice filter evolution when you bring up the modulation there. The Synth Mafia. Oh, I'm playing the wrong tempo. I'm trying to get the rhythm from that. I guess there is a kick drum in there. All right, next up, through these OO's pad, so through the 2000s pad. Modulation. Very nice. Too many Donos? Ooh, it sounds like Pete Townsend. The My Love, Open the Door. I keep going for a foot pedal that's not there. Nice. Really nice, actually. Wave tables and more. I didn't try a mod on that. Nope, no mod. Okay, the last one is a whirly organ. And we have a rotating speaker effect with the modulation wheel. And it speeds up and slows down. That's very cool. Very cool. I don't know how you did that, Mark, but that is very cool. A little tinny sounding, but I mean, you can only do so much with, I mean, organ is he's used wave shapers for all of these. I would have used just sines, but I guess he decided wave shaper is the organ sound. Maybe there is a better sound in there that's more suited for organ sounds. All right, so that is all the sounds. That's the 25 performances in the Marc Barnes, I don't know what he called this. Sorry about that, Mark. I don't know what the name of this is. Is it another in the Emotions pack? But it's Mark's newest sound pack for the multi-poly. I'll put a link to it in the description below. If you like it, go over there and buy that off of Mark's site. Helps support small musicians. His stuff is just so good. He produces a lot of patches for a lot of different synths, and they're all typically really high quality, just like you heard here. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. If you like videos like this, hey, click like, subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it. Thanks for watching.